today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Jacksonville. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jamal Agnew on the return.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To number 8.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Josh Allen.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards the gain there, second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way,
and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Cincinnati.
From 6 yards away. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 16.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to
23 yards, the final tally.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. Seven, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now for the point after.
Extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now it's Wilson. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ball Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Wide receiver.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And down he goes goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And out of bounds right around the 20.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down now, but the clock continues to move. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The return man, Wilson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard
Brandon,
line.
we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
You gotta be kidding me.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7 and a Bengal 1st down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
An 8-play drive to this point, so here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Bengals 31, Jaguars 21.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line. Sam Hubbard picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Shedding through the defense. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A.J. Brown, 53 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
28.
Down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Wilson on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw now on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
John Jenkins. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cincinnati.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That's to his running back, complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
After review of the play.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
So now the Jags down by 10, just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 38, Jaguars 31.
Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed down. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
The score, Bengals 38, Jaguars 31.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now the try here for the point after. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's taken in by Higgins. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even. Into overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Wilson on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Stepping up, he'll try and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number 1 play with my number 1 runner over my number 1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. 38. Treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.